Hey guys, don't forget to hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button so that you can be notified every time I come up with a new video. Hey guys, what's up? Thank you so much for coming back. I'm Arpitabahl and I welcome you back once again to the Crazy Wisdom. Alright, so it is a registered fact that we love our zodiac signs. And we love our zodiac signs like anything, you know. Their traits, their personalities, their positives, their negatives, be it whatsoever. We can wake up in the dead of the night and start talking about our zodiac signs. But have you ever thought where your zodiac is getting its inner strength from? Where is it getting its individuality from? You know, what is the source of its power? What is the source of its origin? And that is exactly what today's video is about, the secret of your zodiac sign and where it is drawing its strength from. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into the video right now. Put on your thinking caps and your wisdom boots. Let's get on and shoot. Do you know that according to Greek mythology, Aries is represented by the ram, a fiery horned animal that was used to rescue the king's children and was later sacrificed to the gods so that the king's son could win honors. And this is where the modern day Aries are getting their traits from: a soldier-like attitude and fighting spirit, fearless courage, and yet a lot of innocence. According to Greek mythology, Taurus comes to life when Zeus turns into a beautiful, strong bull in order to carry the king's daughter on its back. And it was manifested simply because of its unshakable physical strength and its determination to carry the load across the ocean for its ruler, which in today's terms has come down as a Taurian's capability to build up wealth and assets and a strong foundation for their family and acting as a protective shield against all oceans and all storms of life. Back in the time of Babylonians, the two twins Castor and Pollux were known, who were the protectors of sailors and ships and were termed as the ones who rose from the underground. And that is where today's Geminis get their sheer independence and courage to get into challenges and the wit and cleverness to solve each and every problem from. The twins also provide today's Geminis the inquisitiveness to learn and explore new things. And because the Babylonian twins rose from the underground, therefore the Geminis need to dominate and sort of go their separate way, despite of the fact that the rest of the crowd is going this way, sort of gets justified. Now, according to again the ancient Greek mythology, a giant crab was sent by a goddess to kill off a giant water serpent. Now obviously the crab here displayed amazing traits of being the protector of the homeland and the dependable one, no matter if he was or wasn't a match against the giant serpent. Now he did went out to give aid and he did put up a good fight, but he was ultimately killed. But this sacrificial gene of being the guards and protectors of their homes and homelands and their family members, no matter their strength and size, is what is being transcended in today's Cancerians. Now this is rather a different one. In Greek mythology, Leo was the great lion who used to trap women as hostages in his cave in an attempt to lure men from the village to come and fight with him. Somewhere he knew that he was better in looks and better at strength from the men around and thus wanted a constant confirmation of the same. And this is where the modern day Leos get their attraction, their charisma, their fame amongst the opposite gender and their somewhat over self-confidence regarding the things above from. Now obviously the Greek lion was killed back then, but his amazing physical and mental strength, his amazing physical and mental confidence in himself and his desire to come out of every fight and war and dispute as a winner over and over again every time that he gets into one is what is being transcended into the modern day Leos. This sign relates to the goddess of harvest and was originally represented by a maiden or a virgin carrying a shaft of wheat. And this is from where the modern day Virgos get their world famous quality of being the natural healers and providers of resources, help and empathy. And because it was also represented by the virgin maiden, Virgos today get the quality of being analytical and super critical of love and life, and they can go up to the extent of critically analyzing each and every relationship before coming into a long-term commitment. Because of their association with the young naive maiden, they are not able to trust anyone easily. Coming over to Libra, this is the only non-living zodiac sign, and according to Greek mythology, the scales that Astraea held were called the Libra, and Astraea was the daughter of Themis, the goddess of justice. And this is quite self-explanatory because this is where the modern day Librans are getting their subtle art of diplomacy and tact and keeping the entire situation and family together. After all, they're the masters of justice and they cannot let the scales tip in any one extreme. Now the story here goes that according to Greek mythology, there was this strange person called the Orion, and one fine day he decided to kill off all animals on earth. And because of this, a large scorpion was manifested and was sent off to kill Orion, and so he did with his large stingy claws. And later the scorpion was sent to the heavens as a reminder to all those who wanted to show power and arrogance and pride and ego in front of the powerless. And that is what is giving that strange mystery and aura and that sort of a vibe around the modern day Scorpios that actually scares everyone off. You know, they have this strong sense of power lingering all around them, and that is the reason why no one is recommended, or no one actually dares to cross or be brash with a Scorpion. Now, two stories go around prominently for this one zodiac. According to the first one in Greek mythology, the Sagittarius is identified as a half-human, half-horse centaur who actually transforms into a centaur in order to escape his jealous wife. And according to the second one, the centaur constellation was created in order to help in the quest and search of a golden fleece. And all these traits are exactly what the modern day Sagittarians have received: their aversion from jealousy and stickiness in relationships, and their need to run far and wide and away from them the moment it starts to happen. And obviously now we know that their adventurous gene has been lit since centuries. But I doubt that you would be able to find any golden fleece now. According to mythology, Capricorn is being represented by the mountain goat, and the goat that wants to and needs to climb higher and higher and higher up the mountain in search of greener grass. And this is exactly what has come down in modern day Capricorns: high aims and ambitions, and a need to climb higher and higher and higher, slowly and steadily and perseveringly but surely. In addition to this, in mythology, the goat is also seen to be feeding the infant with its milk, and this transcends directly into the Capricorn's need to serve and find resources for their family and loved ones, and that is primarily the reason why they work day in and day out. Now, according to Greek mythology, Aquarius is represented by the beautiful Ganymede, and he was deployed as the water bearer to the gods. But turns out that he was so eccentric and different and pure in his ways that a lot of god bodies, including the Zeus, fell in love with him. And so you modern day Aquarians, you get that unique, different, out of the box and yet a very weirdly attractive gene from Ganymede, which actually lures a lot of people to you, but they actually fail to understand you. And obviously, because of being the water bearer to the gods, you Aquarians have gotten that empathetic and humanitarian gene in you, which allows you to stand up with all the resources that you have for the ones who need it. Alright, finally coming over to Pisces. Now, in Greek mythology, Pisces is represented by Aphrodite and her son Eros, running in opposite directions in order to escape the monster of monsters, Typhon. And this opposition has been carried over in modern day Pisceans as well, and they end up representing sharp contrasts in their lives: extremely emotional or extremely aloof, extremely bureaucratic or extremely creative, extremely responsible or extremely lazy. In addition to this, Pisceans are also known to go far and away from people in order to balance themselves out and reconnect with their lost energies, sometimes escaping the problems and issues of their lives, in the exact same manner as Aphrodite and Eros swam into deep waters in order to escape the monster of their lives. Alright guys, so with this I put a wrap on today's video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a cool thumbs up right underneath it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel in order to remain updated with all the latest news on zodiacs, astrology and motivation. And do leave your comments in the section below telling me how exactly you feel after reconnecting with your lost mythological zodiac twin. With this, I'll be meeting you again too soon, but don't forget to be crazy and wise until we meet for the next time. I'll see you guys sooner. Bye bye.